What's up, everybody? Paul Shakuri here with another podcast, Door-to-Door Mastery. We're going live on YouTube, and as well, this is going to be hitting you guys up straight directly on iTunes. I didn't like that introduction, but guess what? Life ain't about being perfect, sales reps. You guys want to close more deals? Stay tuned for this podcast episode.
Life of a door knocker can be tough. Having doors slammed in your face on a daily basis, people not exactly hearing what you have to say.
What?
Not the most friendly customer.
Not interested. Now get the off my property, and by the way, go get a real job.
The good news is, it doesn't have to be that way. Welcome to the Door-to-Door Mastery Podcast, where it's all about increasing your confidence, building rapport with your customers, and closing more sales. Here is your host, Paul Shakuri.
Why, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful introduction. This is your boy, Paul Shakuri, coming direct and in effect. We're live, we're rolling, we're rocking here on the Door-to-Door Mastery Podcast. You want to get sales? You want a cold call? You want to pick up the phone and dial and get deals closed? You want to knock on them doors and get those deals closed, put in the book so you can create a six-figure income? And yes, on your way to a seven-figure income, just like what I'm on this journey to. We're in this together, and we're live today with another podcast episode. So everybody, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to literally come to me and learn from my excitement, my energy, which is my talent. I'm just not a quitter. I don't freaking give up. But in this podcast, folks, we're going to be talking about the things that are holding you back from unlocking and unleashing a seven-figure income with what you're doing today and where you need to be. So let's talk about this, right? Many of you will be, and I know this because I speak to a lot of you, and you guys and gals email me back and forth about you're stuck. You're freaking stuck going out there, and you're not closing deals, or you're not where you want to be, and you're kind of scratching your head like, what the F is going on with me? What's wrong with me? How come I can't have the liveliness, the life that the majority of door knockers who are closing those freaking deals have? Why me? Why not me? You know, I'm not a rude person. I'm not a bad person. You know, I'm just one guy or gal who wants to make more, but I can't seem to figure it out. Well, guess what? You know why I'm talking to you? Because I was that person. I literally was that person. You see, I'm a person who has always been a dreamer. I've always had these big dreams, big ambitions, and I'm an overthinker. So the majority of you, when talking with you, I notice we have similarities. We all have this big dream, these big goals, these big aspirations. But at the end of the day, why aren't we getting the results that other people have? For me personally, where I'm at in my life now, I've been stuck at a hefty six-figure income for a really long period of time. And when you become complacent, no, I shouldn't say complacent, because a lot of people do. I am freaking by no means complacent whatsoever. But I'm at a place where I've been stuck in this six-figure income where I'm like what in God's earth do I got to do to get myself to that seven figures? I've tried the stock market. I've invested and lost a ton of money in that. I've opened up multiple businesses, started it from scratch, and only to see a bunch fail, but some succeed. But I'm always stuck there. And I finally found the Holy Grail, which we are going to be talking about, which is going to make sense as we unlock and unleash that in this. So first of all, let's talk about the first thing stopping you from actually accomplishing your goal, which is to close more deals, okay? When you're going out there and talking to people and you're not getting the results that you should be, the number one reason why you're not going out there and closing enough deals is because your confidence is low. And I know you're going to hear me bash this and beat this into your head so much, but many people are coming back to me and saying, Paul, I'm actually learning the number one thing that's helping me close deals out of your actual show and your podcast is building that confidence. And that's what's helped me unlock, you know, my consistency as a sales salesperson. But that's not the only thing, okay? You have to be ultimately determined to go out there and make sure you're going to make it happen. You got to ultimately drop your fears and your guards of what it is you tell yourself every single day when you're out there working, knocking, talking, smashing, and crushing these doors. Here's something that's been stopping me, okay? And I'll tell you, that's been stopping me for a really long period with you individuals to buy my door-to-door mastery program to get you guys on board. I've kind of been strategizing on the best freaking ways to get it done and to prove that, hey, I'm not, like, my shit will get you results. I know that anybody who's a door-to-door salesperson who actually comes in and learns and goes to masterd2d.com and buys that program and actually studies it daily, goes out into the field and closes deals, you're going to see results. Depending on when you actually listen to this podcast, but today I wrote an email and I blasted it out to you guys, which was literally a frustration email that literally resonated inside my head. It got me pissed off. I'll tell you, I received an email, not the email I wrote, but I received an email from a gentleman who's frustrated and pissed off why he's not closing more deals. And when I asked him if you have the door-to-door mastery program, he says no. And I asked how long he's been, a follower, and it's been years. I'm like, dude, why in God's, like, seriously, so many of you, and I'm going to bash the shit out of you because I want you to succeed. I obviously want my door-to-door mastery program to be sold, and people say, you got to sell it in a nice way. Dude, I've effing tried to sell it in a nice way, and a lot of people took me up, but nowhere near. Over 10,000 subscribers, and we have a few thousand people who've purchased it. That is not enough to me. Out of 10,000 people, over 50% of you should freaking grab that program. And this is where it's going to come back to for yourself, why you're struggling to even close your damn deals. No, it's not because you don't have the program. That's not what I'm saying. But so many of you are just like the gentleman who emailed me. He says, Paul, or he actually commented, he says, Paul, I'm waiting to save up enough money so that I can actually afford and put the money down to afford that $497. I currently 67% off. Just so you know, there's a 67% off sale. Again, depending on when you freaking watch this. And I just seen another gentleman who just took us up on the offer right now, just came in. Congratulations, buddy. You will be, Donald, you will be closing more deals, I assure you, but you're going to have to hawk this shit if you're going to be listening to this podcast. But listen, here's my freaking take and why I've been so successful. And to me, so successful is getting myself to a six-figure consistent income, literally not having to work another day of my life. I could literally leave to the Bahamas. By the way, I'm going to be in Jamaica with one of my corporate clients. Then I have the largest security company in the world, flying me out in January. I'm going to be meeting all my clients who with my philquick.com program, which is a software CRM in the security industry. I'm going to be meeting with you guys. I even have a booth over there. I sponsored ADT to be a part of that. And then also in Canada, the massive security company is actually, I'm going to be in Arizona. I'm just blessed. I'm blessed. But I assure you, none of you would have created that because you don't work as hard as I do. You don't take the chances. You don't take the risks. So here's number one. The reason why you're not closing more sales is because you're too conservative. You're way too freaking conservative with how you talk, with how you think, with how many doors you knock on, with your time. You're way too freaking conservative. You're overthinking this shit, okay? You have a badass product and service, then why wouldn't you freaking tell everybody about it and start getting passionate about going out there and making it happen? Why? Give me one damn good reason why you wouldn't. The reason is fear. This fear controls you and it overpowers you and it freaking paralyzes you. And that's the reason why you're not closing deals or you're not even progressing and moving forward through your freaking sale to get those damn deals closed. That's your problem. It's not the fact that you don't know what to say. Stop freaking telling me, Paul, I don't know what the F to say. It's not what you damn say that gets you closing those freaking deals. It's not what you say. It's how you present yourself and how much confidence you have built up by acquiring. See, people tell me, Paul, but I don't know how to build confidence. I'm not a confident person. You want to know how to build confidence? Here's how you do. Here's how you build confidence. And God bless you too, Louie. Here's how you actually build confidence. You acquire skills. When you get more skilled, you become better at what it is you're doing. When you're freaking good at what you do and dominate your space, your game, what do you think happens? You freaking go out there knowing you know what the frick to do. If I'm not an electrician by trade, which by the way, my dad actually is a master electrician. I've tried it a bit. But when I go out there and I'm not confident enough in my work and going out there and doing it, you better damn believe that I'm not going to be able to do what it is that, these people are able to do. So I'm going to be slow when I'm working. I'm not going to be confident. I'm going to be constantly asking questions. And then I'm going to probably not want to do it if I'm not passionate about it. So understand this, the more skill set you acquire, your body accumulates, the more money you start making.
Are you ready to transform your door-to-door career by closing more sales?
Visit MasterD2D.com and sign up for Paul's exclusive unlimited video series, which will propel you from an average sales rep into a closing machine.
Customers are out there and are eager to hear what you have to offer. Learn how to build curiosity and hold a meaningful conversation at the door.
Invest in yourself. The benefits are endless. MasterD2D.com.
Ooh, I'm on fire today. I love it. Oh, the rush, folks. You have no idea. The rush of getting this word out. And I know you're on doors right now, or I know you're at the gym. I know you're driving to Turf, and I need to drive you and deliver you to go and get those deals closed. Now, I don't do this because I'm forcing you to get out there on doors and scam and trick and lie to people to get deals closed. I do this because I know you have what people want, but what's stopping you from getting those damn deals closed is loosening the shit up. Seriously, loosening the shit up and acquiring these skills. I can teach you how to acquire the skills. I can give you the motivation to loosen up today, but I'm going to start developing you into a badass salesperson so that you guys can become active knockers. Now, you're going to be hearing me talk about active knockers because I actually have a door-to-door sales app that's coming out named Active Knocker. We're in beta testing mode with massive companies that have lots of sales reps, so stay tuned to hear more about that and how that goes. And eventually, I will be able to get you guys an account at a discounted rate before it actually goes live if you're a door-to-door mastery member. So to actually jump upon that right now, my team wanted me to let you guys know, email pshack@activeknocker.com, pshack@activeknocker.com, and just in the subject line, say beta testing and say, hey, Paul, I actually want to be on that list for beta testing, okay? So email me at pshack@activeknocker.com today. So what is stopping you from uncovering that true energy potential inside you and becoming a closing machine? Hey, we talked about it. You got to get inside your head. You got to acquire these skills. You got to get excited about going out there and closing deals. You're going to the doors hoping for deals, and that's what's effing shutting you the shit down. It is. It's shutting you the shit down. You got to go out there. You have to believe in yourself. You got to be around positive people, maybe a couple people you take with you out in your own vehicle and say, today we are getting deals closed. If you have shitheads who come in your car who don't want to work, get rid of them. They're freaking cancer. Don't ever pick them up again. Have them drive you, and make sure the next time if they want to prove themselves that they're worthy of your time and your energy and your efforts, then that's when you can actually bring them back. Give people a second chance, but don't surround yourself around negative and shitheads. Don't. Those people who go back to the hotel, go back to the motel, go back to their place and go and party when they have $5 in their account, those aren't the people you want. So I wrote that email today and I sent it out to you guys, and you guys have seen, by the way, we already have 13 people within literally it's not even been 30 minutes who have already taken us up and purchased the MasterD2D.com program. I'm blessed. I'm honored. You wonder why I'm so excited? There comes another one. Holy freak. You guys are unreal. So we're at 14 right now. No. Okay, let me mute this because I'm going to be, and now we're at 15. I get text messages when you guys purchase, just so you know. Okay, so when you guys in the back of your heads start building that confidence and stop thinking so much like so strategic, less strategy in the beginning, and then more using your energy, your true potential to go out there and actually get it closed, you make more money, folks. You do. You get big paychecks. And people say, but what if I don't have the money, for example, to buy your program? And that's where I always say, listen, you want to know my effing mentality? If I need something so bad in order to get me to that next level, and I have 30 days to pay it off, and I'm super confident that I can if I just up the level of excitement that I have, why wouldn't I do this? Here's your excuse. Throw the Door-to-Door Mastery program on a freaking credit card. Seriously, listen to this. Before you, again, and I know out of 10,000 people, there's probably going to be, I don't know, in the back of my head, I'd say about 60% of the people will already put a guard up, okay? And these are the broke-ass mindsets that I talk about in this email. And by the way, if you're not even on my email list, head over to doortodoormastery.com, and on the right-hand side, there's my 3 free video program. You can actually opt in. But for the most part, I think almost everybody who listens to the podcast has gotten my 3 free video series. But people have a guard right away, right? And if you're watching this on YouTube, people, they throw up a guard and they're like, this guy just wants to make money. You better fucking believe I want to make money off my shit. But I'm not just selling garbage. I don't ever sell shit. If that was the case, I would just load the site up with AdSense, and I would load the site up with anything and everything and just put whatever the freak is out there and hope you guys buy. I don't sell shit. I sell shit that I either use or shit that works, that will get you and propel you to that next damn level. Now, part of what I'm saying to you guys is coming out of your shell is what I suffered with this Door-to-Door Mastery show. I kind of got in my shell and I kicked myself for the last literally 3 to 5 years saying like my shit works. And why do I gotta freaking beg people to take me up on this offer? And why is it that I'm selling my shit for so little? And it's selling, but it's not selling where I personally believe at a ratio. And it came down to me hiding inside my shell, not mass blasting how fucking badass my shit is. I've learned, and by the way, I hired a mentor to teach me this. When I went through, and I swear to God, I'll ask them if they have a recording. And I go to Mike and I'm like, dude, here's what I sell my program for. Here's my numbers. He looked at me and he's literally like, I swear to you, you're lucky we're on a Skype call. I'm like, why? What are you talking about? He goes, if I were literally in person on my life as a brother, I would slap you in the face. I'm like, why? He goes, dude, your shit works, right? I'm like, of course it works. Dude, it can literally take somebody from either thinking about selling and everything I'm saying, relate it to what you sell, okay? So relate it to what you sell. It could take somebody from not knowing, okay, let me even back it up. I told him it could take somebody who, and by the way, this is a video squirrel, right? People say I got ADD. Guess what? I love it. It's not ADD. It's just excitement, it's energy. So I got an email from a gentleman named Jacob a couple days ago and actually created a video on my YouTube channel. And by the way, if you're not on my YouTube channel, get your ass to YouTube and type in Door-to-Door Mastery, subscribe, because I create videos almost daily to teach you guys and educate you guys more on closing deals. But Jacob emailed me saying he's actually a handyman and he wants to start increasing the number of sales that he gets because by going out and doing door-to-door, does it work? And he asked a bunch of questions. Dude, of course it freaking works. Of course door-to-door. And that's actually the best way for you and your business to actually go out. So he messaged me, but one part of what I said was you have to unlock and unbreak and bring out this beast within yourselves. I've taken introverts, I've taken extroverts and taught them the different strategies they need in order to close more sales. Introverts, if you're an internal person, that's fine. You don't have to be loud and rowdy to sell. It's a different style. You got to understand your features and benefits, like how somebody can actually benefit from what you have to offer and be stern and sturdy on those points. Look and find the hot buttons of that potential customer and find your deal closer. Go in and actually go through that process. You extroverts like myself, believe it or not, you got to kind of bring it down in the beginning. So it's different strategies. But I've taught this over and over again, but my problem was I wasn't coming out of my shell. So Mike goes to me, he's like, dude, seriously. He goes, I literally want to slap you. Why? How much money can somebody make off of, learning your program? I'm like, dude, once they acquire the skills and once they know the process, they can make thousands upon thousands, if not six figures. He goes, and you're charging, and this was back in the day, you're charging $197 for that program. I'm like, yeah, because I want everybody to be able to afford it. He goes, there's your problem. He goes, I assure you, you and I both know that it's worth probably about what, a couple $1,000. I'm like, dude, honestly, it's worth, if somebody were to like, it's worth $10,000, I would say. And if somebody was to throw it on a monthly credit card to like pay it off, it's definitely worth it. Because think about it, they will make over the life, if someone who's serious, because that's who I'm after, they could literally make more than $10,000, pay it off, and then build sales teams and build an empire. He goes, well, that's your first problem. You got to be priced up front, a minimum of $1,500. And I'm like, dude, but door knockers don't have $1,500 up front. He goes, that's what you think. What would you do? He goes, put yourself in the mind. And this is where I'm coming at. So he goes, what would you do, Paul, if you were broke? And I'm like, dude, I was broke. I slept on a freaking air mattress with my wife. I didn't have a vehicle. I had no money in my bank account. And sorry, she wasn't my wife at the time, but we're married now. I said, we had nothing. He goes, what would you do? I told him, I said, if I personally believed in that person, that coach, that teacher, that trainer, that person specialized in door-to-door sales, I would throw it on a credit card, and then I would use the information that I've learned from that program to actually excel and create how much money I make, and then pay off the credit card before the 30 days so I don't even acquire debt or anything like that with it. He's like, exactly. And that was my aha moment. He goes, exactly. So you know what you got to do now. I'm like, and I swear, I'm like, dude, I'm not an internet marketer. I know about it, but dude, my personality is being face-to-face, and that's my specialty. He goes, you know what you have to do? You got to bring the price up to where it deserves to be. I'm like, he goes, and again, I go, yeah, I don't quite need the money from it. It'd be nice to make a lot more from it. It'd get me more excited. He goes, there you go. And right when I said that, it would get me a little bit more excited. He goes, hold on, Paul, there you go. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, there you go. He goes, your subscribers, your members, they are losing and missing out on what they need most, which is your attention, and also the knowledge that you're giving out, because you ain't excited to grow it, bro. He goes, you're not excited to grow it. If it was exciting for you to literally grow the program, because you can obviously make a lot more from it, and they would still benefit from it, and obviously you would still comfortably know, would you literally consider? And I'm telling you, I assure you, I've looked into the program because he's helped me put him and his team has helped me actually get the right softwares and all that you guys who are already our members, where you log in, and it's going to be better and so much more. But you guys log in, stream the videos. He goes, how many people actually watch that who, have sales reps and actually show their sales reps? I'm like, dude, I lose money. I literally lose money on those people because I pay for the usage that he said, say no more. He started logging into my account because he has access to it. He goes, I swear to God, he goes, you're done. He goes, you're done. I assure you, I will not be your mentor. I will not be your coach if you don't increase the price. And the price is going to be $1,500. So you better start telling these people right now, you have to put on a sale. I'm like, dude, you got to be freaking kidding me. Hold on. He's like, nope. I assure you, do you want me to be your coach? And this is how it went. And guys, I pay this guy literally, I pay him hefty. This is not some small time marketer. You can go to mikebashy.org, I believe it is, but I pay this guy hefty money to coach, train, and mentor me in this journey. For my different businesses online to help convert and turn money literally out of thin air on autopilot with passive income. So he literally started logging in. I said, okay, hold on. I'm going to keep it at the $497 price, and I'm going to give them time. Just relax. He goes, listen, you have to. He goes, I promise you. I assure you, you have to. So long story short, he told me, he goes, Paul, now that you're excited about it, you need to start getting the content out there and start showing yourself more. And dude, don't worry about whether people have the money or not. They don't have the money because they haven't acquired the skills. Can you teach them and give them the skills? I'm like, absolutely. He goes, then guess what? Here you go. Get them to do exactly what you did. Throw it on a card. They have 30 days. I'm like, dude, it made sense. It made so much sense to me. And I'm telling you, it came out of my shell. And when I came out of my shell, I realized, wait a second, this unlocked, and it's crazy. And this is why I'm so excited. This unlocked unlocked a lot of things inside my head about what you guys are suffering from, just like I was. When you go out there, you're thinking too much about the price. Oh, I'm knocking on a door, I'm uncomfortable. You're not uncomfortable, folks. You're doing security, you're doing solar, you're doing pest control. You have, you're doing life insurance. You guys have products and services that you stick behind. And since you stick behind your products and services, you best believe that people want what you have to offer. You got to be excited to get out there, and actually bring it out to your potentials. And when you start bringing it out to your potentials, what does it unlock? It unlocks, like I said, you build the skills, because once you start getting excited about it and start accumulating these skills, you start closing more deals, which puts confidence inside of you. When you have confidence inside of you, that starts turning into a 6-figure income. Okay. You start closing more deals. You start turning it into a 6-figure income because you start to sell more. You start to attract more people in your business. And then once you start attracting more people in your business as an entrepreneur, well, what do you think happens? You get 6 figures. Now, how do you get to 7 figures? Well, just like where I'm at, what I found out, I'm looking at all these people online, these big, Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone, and all these other people. The stuff they teach is awesome. It's great. There's great information, but not everything they say is literally on point to where it's like, oh, if I follow everything they say, it's going to unlock me to creating a hefty 7-figure income. But what I got out of them, each and every successful person who's a multi-millionaire has gotten themselves to 7 figures or 7 figures a month investing. Because you have 6 figures, you can pay off your debt. I'm debt free. I own my house free and clear. I own my studio free and clear. I own my vehicles free and clear. I have no debt on credit cards, and I live a great life. All my businesses are free and clear. Everything I do is debt free, and I want you to be there. Okay, I want you to guys and gals to be there. When you get married and you have to purchase your wedding rings, do you put it on credit or do you pay it cash? Is it gone? I don't like debt. However, I'm learning now good debt is debt where you, for example, invest in real estate properties like apartment complexes or, businesses. I should just talk about what I'm wanting to get into next is taking the money and I already have 3 other investors who are like brothers who are, sponsors. One is an actual sponsor of the show where we're gathering together and we're going to start investing into these real estate properties. I'm starting to learn that. And that's where I have multiple sources of income from multiple places and unlocking that 7-figure income. Okay. You can build a business doing door-to-door sales that will get you to 7 figures. That's awesome. If that excites you, if that's exciting you to move and progress to that next level, that's how you're going to unlock that 7-figure income, okay, is by, first of all, getting to 6 figures. And when you do, bam, you can actually look for different places, different things that you're good at to reinvest into, and then unlocking that 7-figure income. And that comes from, ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes from you wanting it bad enough to go out there and get excited about what it is you sell. So I want to wrap this up and say thank you so much for watching yet another Door-to-Door Mastery Podcast episode. Everybody on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you share this content, help get it out. And for you guys staying tuned on the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher, God bless you all. Thank you for being a part of my family. I love you all. Don't forget, you can always email me, pshack@doortodoormastery.com. That's pshack@doortodoormastery.com. God bless.
You have been listening to the Door-to-Door Mastery Podcast. It is time for you to take your door knocking to the next level. Receive Paul's free video series teaching you how to master your opener pitch, understanding your features and benefits, and knowing when and how to close the sale. Be a successful door knocker. Be there now. DoorToDoorMastery.com. That's DoorToDoorMastery.com.